So there are three ways of how you can actually turn your LinkedIn profile into one giant lead magnet where you're collecting emails, you're able to take people through your sales funnel, your indoctrination sequence, your nurture sequence, whatever you want to call it. You can leverage all of that within your LinkedIn profile. Now, before we dive into today's episode, into today's training, I just wanted to make a quick announcement that starting on Monday, September 23rd at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time to 2 p.m. through Friday, September 27th, my wife and I are hosting our first ever Scale Your Business 5-day workshop. So we're going to be teaching anyone who registers, that's completely free, how you need to put certain things in place in order to scale your business, understanding the type of lead magnet that you should have, the nurture sequence, email sequence, all of those things, sales funnel. We're going to be teaching you all of that framework-wise over those 5 days. Now, if you are watching on social, whether it be Facebook, LinkedIn, YouTube, just in the comments, just drop the word scale, SCALE, and we will send you that registration link. Now, if you're listening to this on the podcast, whether it be Spotify, iTunes, and whatever other audio outlet you're listening to this from, if you go to the description of this episode, you'll see the link where you can sign yourself up. Completely free. There's going to be a workbook, private Facebook group. So if you're that coach, that consultant, that service provider, that entrepreneur that really wants to simplify the process of how to best scale your business, then this workshop is for you. So again, if you're watching on social, comment the word scale in the comments. If you're listening on the podcast, just go to the description, click on the link, and get yourself registered. So, how to make our LinkedIn profiles a lead magnet. So this is an interesting topic because there's a number of ways of how this can be done. But I wanted to go over three specific ways of how this can be done. Now, this can be done with the free version of LinkedIn. You do not need the paid version. So this is something that any single one of you that is listening to this or watching this, you can do this right away, completely. Now, the first thing that you can do to start collecting emails within your LinkedIn profile is the clickable link in your profile. So just to let you know, all of us have the opportunity to add a clickable link. If anyone was to visit my LinkedIn profile, so if you go to linkedin.com/IN for LinkedIn, /Scott Aaron Coach, it'll come up, or you can just search me on LinkedIn, Scott Aaron. You'll see that I actually have a hyperlink at the top portion of my profile that says my free LinkedIn assessment. So it's a free assessment that people can take to understand more deeply what they're struggling with on LinkedIn, what they need help with, this, that, or the other. And all you have to do to add your own is there's a little edit pencil on the top right to the right side of your profile picture. And if you click on that and you scroll all the way down to the bottom, you'll see that there's an area that says website. So you can add a link that will appear at the top of your LinkedIn profile. Now it'll say link and your link text. So you can put any sort of link in there that you want. So my assessment is what obviously captures leads, but if you have a lead magnet, if you have a calendar like Acuity or Calendly where you want to book calls, if you want to drive traffic to your business or personal website, if you have a podcast and you want to get more listens, basically you can use that area to direct traffic to wherever it is you want that traffic to go. So all you have to do is put in the link and then the link text. If you don't add the link text, it'll just come up the hyperlink, which no one will really know what that is because it's a hyperlink. So you want to put the link text, and it may say, check out my website or my free gift or download my checklist, whatever the case may be. So the more specific you can be with the link text to obviously the link that you dropped in there, the more likely people will then, when they do visit your profile, click on it if it's something they need. And now you're capturing some emails. So that's the first way. Now, the second way are LinkedIn newsletters. I've talked about this on the podcast and on trainings on LinkedIn before, that your LinkedIn newsletter is so beyond important. Now, I added my newsletter to the featured content section, which we're going to get to in just a moment. And the way that you do that is basically, if you're adding things to the featured content section, I can click the plus sign that's there, and you'll see it'll give you a couple options. It'll give you the option to add a recent post, add your newsletter if you have one, add an article, add a link. So this is for videos, articles, and websites, or you can add media, so pictures, presentations, or documents. So, my newsletter, it's LinkedIn Tips and Updates. It's a little over 2 years old. I have 8,300 subscribers. Now, when you have a LinkedIn newsletter, the great thing about it is within the newsletter, you can add a hyperlink at the very bottom, right? So if you go to the bottom, when you're writing your LinkedIn newsletter, the great thing is that at the very bottom of it, you can actually add a hyperlink. So an example, the most recent newsletter edition, and I release mine every single Friday morning at 7:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. At the bottom is a call to action. And it says, don't forget to sign up for our free Scale Your Business workshop from September 23rd to the 27th here. And there's a hyperlink. So when someone clicks on it, it takes them to the landing page where they can register for free. But the cool thing is this: when people start subscribing to your newsletter, you're going to get more visibility from this, meaning every subscriber of your newsletter is given a notification as soon as it publishes live. LinkedIn sends all of your subscribers a notification saying, hey, Scott just released a new newsletter edition. Join the conversation here. And they can click on it and it goes right to the newsletter. Also, LinkedIn personally emails every single subscriber your newsletter edition. And it has the entire newsletter edition plus the hyperlink that you've embedded in the newsletter itself on LinkedIn. So now you're able to capture emails in two different ways: for the people that are on LinkedIn that are reading the newsletter, and those that are reading it through the email broadcast that LinkedIn sends out. That's why this is so powerful. So I couldn't be more, I would say, excited enough about this feature. And newsletters have been around for quite some time, but if you're not yet taking advantage of it, you're really missing out on the opportunity to collect emails. It's great to have followers and connections on LinkedIn, but if you're not creating a way to take them from online to offline, they're just connections. Because remember, social media is rented land. You have to create a journey of how to take that person from online to offline. Now, the third and final way to make your LinkedIn a lead magnet is the featured content section, which is what we just spoke about. So within your profile, there is something called the featured content section. Now, if you don't have this, all you have to do is go to the very top of your profile. You're going to click on Add Profile Section. You're going to click where it says Recommended. There's a drop-down arrow on the right-hand side. And the first thing that you'll see is Add Featured. When you click on that, it gives you the ability to add a few different things, as I aforementioned: a post, a newsletter, an article, a link, or media. Now, on mine, I have a few things listed. I'm highlighting my newsletter to gain subscribers. I also have my free assessment that I did mention in tip number 1 in the top portion of my profile. Again, so if people don't click there, they can actually go to the featured content section, click on it, and it takes them right to assessment. I actually have a link to mine and my wife's best-selling book, The Feel Good Business Model. We released it earlier this year, so you can actually drive book sales, but you can add whatever you want. I have a LinkedIn only membership. I put a testimonial. So there's a lot of things. You can put your calendar link, you can put your website, you can put your podcast, but you want to put something, one or two things in the featured content section where it's enabling you to gather and collect someone's email. So my free LinkedIn scorecard assessment is a perfect example. If I had my calendar link on here, another perfect example. If someone clicks on that to book a call, they're entering their name and email. So I don't feel that people truly know the significant value of all the things within your LinkedIn profile that you can do, from the clickable link in your profile, from the newsletter feature where you can embed links to go wherever it is that you want the person to go, and really leveraging the featured content section to make sure that you're able to take from people from online to offline. So one final reminder, just remember, if you're watching on social, all you have to do is type the word scale, SCALE, in the comments, and I will send you the link to register for our Scale Your Business workshop. It's a 5-day workshop from September 23rd to September 27th, 1 to 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, live and recorded. But if you're listening on the podcast, all you have to do is go to the description of this episode, click on the link, and get yourself registered for free. So I hope you found today's episode and training helpful. Love and gratitude, and I'll talk to you next time.